Hi guys, welcome back to my channel Trishita Reads. I am Trishita. Oh, don't fall. Okay, I am Trishita, and in today's video, I will be doing a lot of stuff that I have been putting off for quite a long time. If you don't know, I recently got this bookshelf a few months ago, and after that, I have done a lot of things. I have bought multiple books at one go from Amazon, which I generally don't do. I have unhauled around 70 books as well because I was not interested in reading or rereading them. And finally, when I looked at my bookshelf after unhauling all of the books and donating or giving the books away to people, I realized that, my bookshelf is looking very spacious, and that tempted me a lot, and I did some shopping. After I got all of these books, I realized that I have to reorganize my bookshelf. This video will be in two parts. The first part will be about the books that I got in the month of August, and the second part will be me giving you a tour of all of the physical books that I own. Let me give you a little bit of glimpse of how many books I am talking about. Okay, so I have separated the sections. Here is all of the books that I got in the month of August, and there are a lot of books scattered around me. Here is a section. Then we have huge piles of books here. And also behind me, there are a few books, some candles, some accessories that I have planned to decorate my bookshelf with. So let's start this video. Amazon recently had Great Indian Festival sale. It started from, I guess, 6th of August and it went till 14th or 15th of August. But during 14th and 15th, I was not in a condition to even, go to Amazon because something really bad happened in Kolkata, and all of us are still remorsing and we are still, hoping for justice to come. Let's not go to that whirlwind. I want this video to be very positive. I will start with the books that I got from Amazon. Then I will move to the books that I thrifted from other readers, basically bought them as second-hand books. And then I will go to the books that I got from publishers this month, which I'm super grateful about. So let's begin. I will be attaching the prices of the books that I got here. The first book that I got is The Iron Raven by Julie Kavaga. Here is the book up close. This book sounded really interesting to me, and I will just tell you the tagline. The legends are many, but the truth will now be told. The next book I got is again by the same author, and the book's name is The Iron Sword by Julie Kavaga. 5 legends, one unstoppable evil. Can they save their world? The second book I got is The Things We Leave Unfinished by Rebecca Yarros. Two enemies, one unfinished manuscript. The love story of a lifetime. Sounds really interesting to me. Plus, it is from the author of Fourth Wing, which I absolutely loved reading. I am super excited to read this book. The third book that I got in this haul is Elizabeth is Missing by Emma Haley. This seems like a cozy thriller. How do you solve a mystery when you cannot remember the clues? I'm really excited to see what this book has in store. I have heard about the next book so much, and I was so excited to read this book. When I saw this book in discount, I just couldn't control myself. The book's name is A Tempest of Tea by Hafsa Fazal. I have heard so many booktubers talking about it, and the concept of this book seems so interesting. I did read We Hunt the Flames by the same author and really loved the book. So I'm really excited to see what this story holds. The next book is by an Indian author, and I'm super happy that I got a lot of books by Indian authors this time. The book's name is Dark Tales by Venita Coelho. This book is super thin, but it has 11 dark, twisty, horror-filled stories that I'm super excited to read about. Plus, it was so freaking affordable. I just couldn't resist myself getting this book. The next book is a chunky paperback, and the book's name is The Therapist by Helen Flood. The tagline of the book was the thing that made me buy this book, and it is the truth about what happened is inside her head. This book seems like a really good psychological thriller, and I'm super excited to read this. I got the next book just because of the title of the book, and the book's name is The Murder Game by Tom Hindle. Look how beautiful the book is. The only way to win. Find the killer. I finally think that I am ready for fall. I am ready for winters because all of the thrillers that I got seem to be super interesting. I could not even believe that this was the price of this book. I got a hardcover at this price. A hardcover, and that too a thick hardcover. The book's name is Filmy Stories by Kunal Basu, and look how beautiful the hardcover is. How thick it is. I don't know how it was given at such discounted price, and I'm so happy that I got a book by an Indian author. The next book is again a thriller, and the book's name is The Last Resort by Heidi Parks. Therapy was meant to save them. What if it kills them? I am so freaking happy that I got some amazing, amazing deals on Amazon this time. The next book I got is again a thriller, and the book's name is The Dekagan House of Murders, the Japanese cult classic mystery by Yukito Ayatsuji. I hope that I am not pronouncing the name wrong, but if I do, please pardon me for that. But I always have a soft corner for Japanese translated fiction, and I am so excited to read this thriller. The next book I got is again a hyped book, and I am also excited to read this book. The book's name is Little White Lies by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. After reading the Inheritance Games series, Jennifer Lynn Barnes has become one of my auto-buy authors, and I will buy everything and anything that has been published by her. So I just could not stop myself from buying this book. In this town, secrets won't stay hidden for long. Doesn't it sound interesting? The next book I got is again a thriller, and the book's name is This Summer's Secret by Emily Barr. Lies from the past have been buried for years. Now they are being dug up. This book gives me a feeling of summer thriller vibes, but I don't know when I will end up reading this book. I'm not a seasonal reader per se, but I'm so excited that I got this book at such a great deal. The next book is a part of a series, and I guess I got the last book in the series, but it was at a discounted price, okay? It was at a discounted price, and I will be getting the first two books in this series soon. But this book is all over the freaking internet, and I am so excited to read this book, not gonna lie. And when I got this book, I realized that, oh, I have to read another trilogy before this so that I can understand the world of this book better. So I got the first book of the trilogy as well. Talk about saving money to me. The book's name is A Curse for True Love by Stephanie Garber. Not only the cover of this book is gorgeous AF, but look at the beautiful back. If you do not see logos or sticker tabs like this, books are pirated, return those books on Amazon, okay? Now, coming to the book that I had to buy because I wanted to understand the world of this book better. And the book I am talking about is Caraval by Stephanie Garber. This was also again on a very good deal, and I do not regret buying this book because this trilogy was in my TBR for a long, long time. I have heard amazing stuff about this book for years, but I finally got my hands on this book. I am so happy and super excited to read this series. The next book I got is something that I am super happy about because the day I got this book, I got a request from the publisher that they want to send the sequel of this book that has recently released, and I was jumping with joy. So the book that I am talking about is Assistant to the Villain. One job: don't fall for the boss. When I heard the story of this book from a fellow booktuber whose blog I was watching, God bless her soul, I added this book straight to my cart, and I am so freaking excited to read this one and the sequel of this book, which has not arrived yet, unfortunately, but they will ship the book soon. I am so grateful. I'm so happy that I finally got my hands on this one, and I cannot wait to start this book. I just feel like readers should have a superpower to just do this and get to read the whole entire book. The next book I got is again by an author that I recently read, and it was a mediocre experience for me, but I really loved the way she writes her novels, the way she researches the topics, and the way she portrays, the twists and turns in the story. And the book that I got is The Reappearance of Rachel Price by Holly Jackson. I really liked reading A Good Girl's Guide to Murder series, just that it was not the best thriller I have read so far. So my rating was mediocre, but I have got all of the books written by Holly Jackson now, and I am so excited to read Killjoy and this one as well. This one again is a thriller. The book that I got is The Girls Who Disappeared by Claire Douglas. 20 years ago, they went missing. How long will the truth stay buried? Seems really interesting. Plus, it also seems similar to a book that I read last month only. Let's see how it goes. Can we have a moment of applause? Because this is a iconic moment in my life. I got my first Riley Sager book. I got the only one left by Riley Sager. I was so sad that I have not read any books by him till now, but I am so happy. I'm so happy that I got my hands on the first Riley Sager book. Have you read any books by Riley Sager? Let me know in the comments down below which one you liked. The next book I got is kind of a sci-fi and gives kind of dystopian vibes along with romance in it. And the book's name is Evergreens by Liam Brown. And the cover is also really, really beautiful. What if you could stay young forever? Now, I am super excited to see the world of this book as I have not read dystopia novels for a long time. Really, really, really excited for this book. The next three books are recommended to me by people of the book club that I am part of, and definitely you have heard the author's name if you follow Indian writers. The author's name is Ashwin Sanghi, and I am talking about this series. I have only got the first three books in this series because I want to get used to his writing. This will be the first time I will be reading Ashwin Sanghi, and I am so excited for that. So, the first book that I got is The Rosabelle Line. The second book is Chanakya's Chant. And the book that was most recommended to me was The Krishna Key. These books are basically a blend of modern thriller along with elements of Indian mythology and mythological figures. I have been craving for good thrillers by Indian authors, and I am happy that I got hands on this set. Now, coming to the books that I thrifted from my fellow reader friends. I got the first two books from a bookstore that sells used books on Instagram, and I will be providing the link of that bookstore in my description. So, if you're interested to buy original books at cheaper rates, at great conditions, then you can definitely check that bookstore out. And the first book that I got is To Love Jason Thorne by Ella Mays. I am currently reading Charlie Love and Cliches by Ella Mays, and I absolutely love her writing, and I'm super excited to read this book. The next book I got is again a romance, and the book's name is Booked on a Feeling by J.C. Lee. Are they ready for their chapter to begin? And there are also books here and a ladder here. I feel like this book is somehow related to bookstores or library or something bookish, and I'm really excited to read this book. The next book I got is again a thriller, and the book's name is Murder in the Family by Kara Hunter. One body, six excerpts. Can you solve the case before they do? The next four books I got are absolutely for free, and the person I got the books from is absolutely a gem of a person. She was unhauling a few books from her collection because of storage issues, and she was giving all of her books away for free. And the first book I got was The Begums of Peshawar by Nagma Yusufi, and it really seems like an interesting historical fiction. I am super excited to read this book. The next book is a thriller, and the title of this book is really interesting. The book's name is Revenge Theory by Omkar Sharma. I have attended a session of this author during the Jaipur Literature Festival, and I was intrigued from the very beginning. The knowledge this author has on Indian mythology is something that really fascinated me. And the book I got is Vanara by Anand Neelkantham. This is a pretty famous book, and I am really excited to read this book. This book is basically on the life of the legend of Bali, Sugriv, and Tara. Let's see how the book goes. The next book is a hardcover, and the book's name is The City of Devi by Manil Suri, and I'm really excited to see what the story holds. This book is also a thriller, and it has elements of Bollywood in it. Really excited. The next book is a translated Japanese fiction, and the book's name is Convenience Store Woman by Sayaka Murata. I have heard a lot of good things about this book, and I am really excited to see where the story goes. I got the next book just because of the title, and you cannot blame me because the book's title is Everyone in My Family Has Killed Someone by Benjamin Stevenson. I knew our family reunion wouldn't end well, but I didn't expect murder. I will give you one clue. It wasn't me. But a piece of advice, never trust a Cunningham. Okay, I'm really excited to read this book. This is the last book that I got. The book's name is A Million Kisses in Your Lifetime by Monica Murphy. Finally, a romance novel. Finally. I've heard a lot of good things about this book, and I am so happy that I got my hands on this book at such a great deal. So, really excited. Coming to the last part of this haul, I got two books sent by Penguin India, and I guess both of the books are thrillers. The first book is Ghosts by Dolly Alderson. The next book is again by the same author, and the book's name is Good Material by Dolly Anderson. Thank you so much, Penguin India, for these two beautiful books. I am really excited to read both of these books super soon. Now that you have got a little bit glimpse of a few books in my bookshelf, let me show you and give you a little bit tour of all of the physical copies that I own. Starting strongly with Aristotle and Dante Dive into the Waters of the World. Motherland by Elisa Altman. One of Us is Back by Karen McManus. A Place to Belong by Cynthia Kadohata. Trouble Girls by Julia Lynn Rubin. We Are the Wildcats by Shoeban Vivian. Look how beautiful the cover of this book is. Summer Bird Blue. I have a very beautiful edition of 1984 by George Orwell, and look at how beautiful the book is. It also has gold foiled edges, and just look how pretty this book is. Thank you so much to my partner for gifting me this book. I will always be grateful for this edition. The Fabulous Mums of Champion Valley by Zareen Khan. A Coat of Thorns and Roses. Look how pretty the box set is. Wait. The Bodyguard by Catherine Center. You Will Be the Death of Me by Karen McManus. One of Us is Next. Girl in Pieces by Kathleen Glasgow. The Legend of Kuldhara by Malathi Ramachandran. Night Bloom. Bleak House by Charles Dickens. My Husband's Wife by Jane Corey. A Vintage Wedding by Katie Forde. The Dreamland Billionaires series by Lauren Asher, The Other Man. In the Company of Strangers by Awais Khan. Agent Running in the Field by John Kerry. The Naturals by Jennifer Lynn Barnes. The Portrait of a Secret by Tarun Maharshi. Mad Sisters of Essie by Tashan Mehta. A Girl Like That. I Want to Die But I Want to Eat Tteokbokki. The Whisper Wakes. Moth by Molly Razak. The Pull of the Stars. The Man Who Lost India by Meghna Pant. If I Never Met You. What If It's Us by Becky Albertalli and Adam Silvera. Normal People by Sally Rooney. Divine Rivals by Rebecca Ross. Cleopatra and Frankenstein. Doughboy. Sense and Sensibility. The Horror Omnibus by H.P. Lovecraft. Jane Eyre. Persuasion and Emma. Powerless by Lauren Roberts. The Lockup. Headhunters by Joe Nesbo. The Throne of Glass and Kingdom of Ash. I am so intimidated by this book. Look at how thick it is. Almost half of my face, almost. The Sherlock Holmes box set. The Sea Hawk by Manohar Malgonkar. Lost Loves by Arshia Sattar. The Canterbury Tales. The Fate Divide by Veronica Roth. Tomorrow and Tomorrow and Tomorrow by Gabrielle Zevin. Love in the Times of Serial Killers by Alicia Thompson. Wildfire by Hannah Grace. The Wicked King by Holly Black. Twelfth Night. The Shadows Between. The Begum and the Dastan. Eaters of the Dead. The Secret Garden. The Kind Worth Saving. Red Memory. Better Than the Movies by Lynn Painter. How to Kill Men and Get Away with It. The first two books in the Stolen Air series by Holly Black. The first two books in the Daughter of the Pirate King series, the covers. Absolutely gorgeous. Killjoy by Holly Jackson. Love Redesigned by Lauren Asher. To Hate Adam Connor by Ella Mays. Days at the Morisaki Bookshop and More Days at the Morisaki Bookshop. Galati by Madeline Miller. It is super cute, small, plus very beautiful. The Mahabharata Quest by Christopher C. Doyle. Kim by Rudyard Kipling. Greatest Russian Stories. Don Quixote. I am sure that I'm pronouncing the name wrong. If you don't know already, I am a Bengali, and how can I not have a few Bengali books in my bookshelf? I have only a few, but these are the books that I really love. Goinar Baksho by Shishendra Mukhopadhyay. It is also a signed copy. It was such a lovely experience meeting a person that not only me but my parents also adore. Here is the beautiful sign. I asked him to dedicate this book to my fathers. The next two books are gifted by my boyfriend, and these two books are one of the best books I have read in my entire freaking life. No Honote by Moitri Devi. Bishas Ghatok by Narayan Shanna. If you know Bengali, please go and buy this book. I got this book for my parents to read, but unfortunately my parents are more addicted to scrolling and watching YouTube videos than reading. So the book that I got for them was Taranath Tantrik Shomugro by Taradash Bandopadhyay. These are all of the books that are my physical TBR, and I hope that you guys have enjoyed watching this video. The next part of the video will be me organizing the bookshelf, so stay tuned for that. If you have come so far in the video, do let me know in the comments down below if you have read any of these books. Also let me know in the comments down below about any of the books that you feel like I should read in this entire list. Till then, keep your bookshelves clean, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye!